How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
This is blue. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Second down. Nix. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up third down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Jalen Phillips. He gets into drop in for his first sack of the young season.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage. And that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
Catching. Bombers.
Nix gonna throw for it. He's got his man, complete to Pearsall. And he's gonna have a Texans first down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this just shows how special he can be.
On second down, it's Nix. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll run in here with Antonio Gibson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. Hurts using the pop pass. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Commander's first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And this will be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a second down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Again, working deep downfield. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Commanders. That his second TD catch of the season. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Commanders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Second and 9.
Captain.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
All right, Mike, so since these guys were young playing Pop Warner football, everyone's done the tip drill. And it's for this exact reason. That ball gets deflected. Find the ball. Get into the area and react in time to make a play on it. That's exactly what this defender did. He showed the reaction time he needed and the hands to bring in the interception.
They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
At the 45-yard line.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He finds Devontae Smith. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Gibson. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8. Setting up 2nd and short.
22-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So, from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Here's a design run. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
This one tapped forward on the pop pass. And he's in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown Washington. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get it underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Johnson now to return. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Their own 33-yard line.
Bombers. Hold on a sec. Ready. Captain.
Nix now on 1st and 10. There's a reception for Chris Godwin. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Texans, 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down, Texans.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. Throw, right side, complete to Pearsall. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third and short, they go with Blue. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down. First and 10.
44-yard line.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Captain, 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 captain.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down for Houston.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Houston.
Higgins sent in motion. A first down throw for Nix. He's got it about the 8. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. 31 yards. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal.
Almost set. Hey, I need him through the 12. Ball 11. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. A big mistake. It was first and goal, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Backed up to his own goal line. Hurts. Throw here down the field. It will fall. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver.
Second down
And it'll bring up second down. Now Gibson. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
It is third and long. From his end zone, it's Hurts. He'll take a deep shot for down. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. First and 10 now from the 36. Here's Nix to throw. That's complete to Pearsall. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. A good spot here, second and a yard.
Second and a yard at the 28-yard line.
Throwing, Nix. That one swung out to Blue. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Throwing is Nix. He'll drop this for Blue. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal. Throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. Now they'll be looking at third and goal.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Nix from the gun on third down. It is brought in the end zone. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Texans. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
73!
On third down, here's Hurts. He's got his man. That's down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Again, Hurts. That's complete to the running back, Antonio Gibson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the catch and run for the first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
Hey, let's go.
Hurts will try it again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on and try a field goal now. This one is good. He knocks it through. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break. Come back. Second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run here with Gibson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
A carry now for Gibson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
Third and long for Hurts. The pressure too much, and he goes down. Aiden Hutchinson. He's in for the sack, and it will lead to fourth and very long. And that's going to bounce out of bounds, giving them a short field to work with here. Straight ahead, it's Blue. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Play is made there by DJ Wano. From the 41, here's second and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. And he'll be taken down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 41 yards.
First and goal, Houston.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So now then, first and goal from the 1. Blue, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Houston.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out.
On the ground, Gibson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 18. And the Commanders first down.
Off the play fake, Hurts. Open man downfield is Smith. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
180.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Pistol give to Gibson. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing.
Over the middle and intercepted. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
This one complete to Washington. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Hicks, now to throw it here on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They send Godwin in motion. On second down, it's Nix. He'll air one out for Higgins. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Here's all the man in motion. On fourth down, here's Nix. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And that's a big-time effort on fourth down. If he doesn't come up with this ball, Mike, they turn it over on downs, but instead, not only does he lay out and make a terrific catch, they get a fresh set of downs here and now see if they can finish this thing off and come away with some points.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Pass thrown deep for Godwin. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
King, Bill King, Bill King.
A first down throw for Hurts. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass ball's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Rolling right. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. Aiden Hutchinson. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long.
63.
Hurts. Pass caught right side by Henry. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Hurts. A dive and a catch. Incredible. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion. Now Hurts going to call his own number. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the 4th quarter. So As they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. To throw is Hurts. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Texans. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll dump this out wide to Gibson. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Good. Set. 180. Delta.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. A give, here comes Blue. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Hold on a sec. Ready. 180.
Back to throw is Nix. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This from 30 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And the Texans will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. This is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Hey! Shift! Watch the shift! No touch!
Now it's Hurts. Screen pass to Ayuk. Caught. Here's a big one. This third down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. On first down, here's Blue. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Higgins sent in motion. Second down, Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next. That's a skill that really just comes from experience.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
A run on first and goal. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. For the end zone, but it's batted away. It's incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's third and goal.
Bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
This caught, and he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter.